What happened? Okay. We're back with more Danganronpa Another with Chapter 4, aka Probably Pain. This is where it's going to get really rough, I think, because there's only 8 people left, and I kind of like all of them. So, yeah. I have a feeling the next person they're going to get rid of is either Clown, Pilot, or Ray. Because while she's a Tagami, she doesn't really have an arc yet. Unless her arc is just showing respect towards others. Well, she could live the entire time. I don't know. Chapter 4. Ugh. Despair is in essence like a plague. When a person begins to despair, the person next to them begins to despair. And then the person next to that one also begins to despair. And the person next to that one also begins to despair. It starts to grow exponentially. No, rather, it is worse than a plague. There's no way to cure it, no vaccine, no solution, because it's despair itself. What? Hope? Are you joking around? Despair can't be cured with something like that. If something insignificant as hope cures despair, this situation right now, how would you describe this situation? Can you answer it? Hope is nothing more than a fragment of despair, because despair is hope, but you don't know that yet, you. You don't feel worth talking anymore. I'm done. Let's stop this now. Forget everything and make me despair. What's going on with Yuki? Why is Yuki having weird fucking dreams? Oh, it's the red man. Wow. Ha ha. Seems to have a nightmare. I don't remember the contents of the dream well, but my whole body was full of cold sweat, and the blanket was on the ground. Damn it. Maybe it's because of having a nightmare, but the mood that wasn't good originally got worse. The reason I'm not feeling well is of course because there was a class trial just yesterday. As of yesterday, Inori and Yamaguchi were killed by someone, and a class trial was held to discover the culprit. And shockingly, the killer was Uhara, who I never imagined would commit murder. Uhara was the traitor, and was threatened by the lives of the children of the church who were held hostage. As a result, he was forced to commit murder. But despite Uhara's efforts, the children had already died a long time ago. Monokuma didn't keep his promise. Eventually, Uhara did not know what purpose there was for killing two friends, and the man who suffered a terrible execution passed away. You know what I don't understand? Why did Uhara have his freak-out moment? Because it doesn't really fit his character, and it's not really explained. Doesn't really make sense why he would have that, like, freak-out moment where he starts, like, swearing a bunch. Unless he's, like, again, he's pushed to his limit, but, like, I don't know. It's weird. I did like his design, though, when he was freaking out. He was like, his head was, like, all, like, wide. Damn it. It's obvious, but I haven't been feeling well since then. Naturally, it's because my friend was murdered after being deceived by Monokuma. He died without even receiving the minimum compensation from him. It would be weird to be fine with this situation, as it proves it isn't just me who feels that way. Way out. Too bad. There's no such thing. Rather than to kill. We, who saw that Monokuma stopped by accident, were able to descend to the secret stairs into the warehouse so as not to miss the opportunity we hardly had ever obtained. The only thing inside was a dead end, a solitary jail cell. There was no way out. Even Monokuma was revived again and brought us despair. Soon after that, Kurakawa fell on her head. We had to support her and take her to the private dorms. We couldn't say anything else, because we didn't feel the need to say anything else. Eventually, our relationships got worse when it got worse. But it wasn't getting better, and begging was the same and unchanged. Fucking, that's a sentence. I get the gist of what he's saying, I think. I don't understand half of it. Even I, who vaguely thought that I would have to work hard with everyone, felt like I had reached a limit. Is it really? Can we get out of here alive? Secret staircase, which was the only hope, was actually nothing. The brutality Monokuma did to Ohara was a feeling that pushed us further. Is it the maid? When I lay alone and thought with several negative thoughts, even after waking up, the doorbell rang. Someone is calling. Who is it? Oh, Maeda, did I wake you up? Can I talk to you for a minute? It's Tyra, come in. I'm sorry for suddenly calling you. It seemed to be late for you, so I came to see you. Late for me? Yeah, did you oversleep? Everyone is already in the dining room. Hearing that, I looked at the clock in the private room. It's already past 7:30 now. Seems I didn't notice the morning announcement because of the nightmare. Sorry, it's no big deal. I'm just not in good shape. Right, well, Yuki come to the calling? It's too hard. You can rest easy. I was called? Mikako says she's going to rest in her room today because she got sick. Maybe because of yesterday. Teruya and Haru said they would sleep more today. Okay, Haru. That's... Haru is the pilot, right. The first time I've seen more than 1 or 2 people being absent so far, unless it was an emergency situation such as murder. The end, yesterday's revelation bothered everyone. It's alright, I'm okay because I just overslept. I'll be there in a moment. Thank you for your concern. Alright, no big deal. Then I'll be waiting at the dining room. I said it. I told Tyra that, but somehow I don't feel motivated. Somewhere in my mind, I thought if I kept giving everything, we'll just end right here. I felt like a weak heart trying to stand up. It's not the time to be weak. I have to force myself to do something. Tyra also had a hard time to be happy, but even so, she tries to bring comfort to her friends. That's also Tyra's own effort. Can't give up on myself and just say, I don't know. Let's go to the dining room. Whee! We zoom in. Hold on, can I go to the school? Damn it. Bro, really? Well, the only bad thing is because of how bugged the trials are, I just don't get coins, which is really f***ing stupid. I want to say that right now. It's really f***ing stupid. I don't like it. Hello. Yuki, you here? Hello to you, Yuki. In the dining room, Tyra and Aranami are having breakfast. There was a look of beauty in the room. Soon I realized a strange fact. Is this everyone? Is this everyone? What do you mean? It's almost time for breakfast. Are there only 3 of us? Looks like it. Yuki came late, and I was having a date with Akane alone. Well, I mentioned it before. Everyone seems to be resting today. Asking because it's obvious. First time I've seen the dining room with more than 10 people. Yuki? Can figure out even why I said what I've just told them. When I realized it, I was already screaming, and I regretted it. Sorry for screaming at you. I don't mind. More than that, sit down. Come on, let's have a meal. I didn't know myself why I screamed suddenly. It was like my chest was throbbing. I felt an unbearable anxiety, and I was getting sick of it. Originally, there should be Kurakawa, Haru, and Teruya in this place, but including them, there would be only 6 people. Of course, there's also Kinjo and Makaro, who are acting alone. However, even considering that, it's 8 people. Numbers have been reduced to single digits, and it put even more pressure on me than expected, and I couldn't stand it because I was anxious. I'm really sorry, I wasn't angry at you guys. It's okay, because we understand it. We too. Tyra couldn't talk any further. Tyra quickly understood what I was saying. It's not just me. Everyone understands the fact that there's only 8 people left. Is it because there are only 3 of us here, or because of the anxious and awkward mood? Afterwards, there was no more talk other than the sound of the dishes in the dining room. We were silent. It's very quiet. Oh, maybe because there's 3 of us not here. Is that the case? Actually, there's 5 people, Kinjo and Makaru. Is that so? I guess that's right. Again, stillness. Even Tyra and Iranami, who are the ones who bring the brightest, or the brightest among us, are here, but I'm not the one who will listen to them. Oh my god, the broken English. I'm trying, guys. It's like I have to stop and then realize what I said and be like, that doesn't make any sense. But I'm the only one who will listen to them. How much they tried to make the moon more noisy, the number of people is just not enough. I also tried to say something, but I couldn't think of anything to say, and I wasn't feeling motivated. Since yesterday, it seemed that our situation was only getting worse and worse. Saying like this is something I hate. There's no Kobazing to take my jokes. Would it be better to forcefully call them? Oh, Kinjo. What? Nothing. I just wondered what's wrong. What's going on is that I came here to eat. Kinjo said that and went to start eating silently. Maybe tiring, but it looks like something seems wrong. Hey, Kinjo. What? What Urahara did. I mean, I don't want to put the name of a serial killer's name in my mouth. I want to put the name of a serial killer in my mouth. So that's what you think. After hearing what Uhara told him yesterday, I wondered if his thoughts changed a little. If you have nothing else to say, then quietly eat your rice. Even though Kinjo came in, the mood did not change. No, rather, an even more awkward atmosphere was forming. It's like representing us being driven to the edge of a cliff. Thank you for the food. Are you already done? Yes, I just don't have that much appetite right now. I would say Kinjo is a interesting character for sure. He definitely reads early on as like early victim, which is what I thought they were going for, but now they've like done some really interesting stuff with him, which I think is cool. He's an interesting character. Hey, Kinjo. Tyra. This dessert. Would you like to eat some? It's nice when you don't feel good. I can make you some. Oh, he's gonna say no, isn't he? Yeah, I knew it. What's the catch? Eh? Do you even realize your position? You attempted murder. You're an actual criminal with having a record of stabbing people. Did you think my thoughts changed because you couldn't even talk for a few days? I told you. You're not off the hook. Now you're trying to get close to me? You disgust me. There we go. There's our old Kinjo being a massive ass to everyone else. There we go, buddy. Just being an asshole to everyone. I mean, I get his perspective, right? Like, she stabbed someone, so he's like, are you trying to get close to me to kill me? But, like, to just say it out loud is so, it's kind of, just saying this, she disgusts you is, like, so fucked up, dude. Oh, poor Akane. Kinjo, you're talking too much. I still treat you as a preliminary criminal, and I've decided to pay attention to whether you're going to become a killer or not, so it's better to keep away from you. This is a place where you don't know when your life will end. In such a situation, if you are with an ex-criminal, the day will come sooner or later where you will face the knife on the back of the head. I'm sorry, I know I've committed a crime. Even so, I have a duty to live. Ayame exchanged my life for hers. I can't just die in vain. Then go ahead and survive on your own. I don't have anything to say to a criminal. Keeps talking to me as thinking we could. Keeps talking to me like we could be close friends. Jesus Christ, dude. That's okay. That's pretty fucked up, Kinjo. I'm doing this in order to survive together and escape, to avoid any more victims. I'm going to do the same for everyone here, so that everyone can see the real me and be motivated again. Even if one person is suffering, we will not be able to escape together. We have to cheer up everyone as much as possible and be able to get out from here. It's my duty for Yame's sacrifice. Tyra's just too strong after all. Unlike me, who tried to escape from reality by excusing for my lack of will with excuses such as a decrease in the number of people and not feeling motivated, she was trying to move forward by doing what she could. If that's the case, don't show your face to me ever again. Holy shit, Kinjo. I feel motivated enough when I don't see you. No, I'll do whatever I can, Kinjo, until you forgive me for what I did. Whether or not that happens. I think you already know, but I'll let you know this just in case. The 4th floor of the school is already open. If you want to get out of this horrendous place, then make some effort in your research. Fucking hell. Tyra, wouldn't it be better to not get involved with Kinjo? He's the kind of person that treats innocents as criminals. I don't believe that at all. I believe Kinjo will recognize our hearts someday. So what does Yuki mean by that? If you were Yuki, I know, you would rather try to get closer to Kinjo. Ah. When I heard that, I was surprised myself. Tyra is right. That would be the right attitude to get out of here. Was this because there's a side of me that hesitates about staying with Kinjo and everyone in my heart? My selfish side wanting to give up in despair because I can't see any hope? Hey, Kinjo said the 4th floor is open, right? How about we investigate there first? Oh, yes, okay. What about the others who are resting in their rooms right now? Wouldn't it be the time that we do the investigation first and then again tomorrow? Okay, then let's do our own investigation and see each other at the dining room after a bit. We'll make a report. Today, Yuki seems somewhat weird. Weird? I don't know yet, but it doesn't feel like you at all. Tara's words, I couldn't answer anything. The number at the beginning was 15 at first, and it descended to 8 in the blink of an eye. Secret stairway. I thought it was a clue to escape from here. In the end, it was useless, but I didn't have the courage to even kill to get out of here. Somehow I don't think we'll find a different clue, even if the new 4th floor is open. The moment all hope was gone, I could no longer treat the others as usual. It's hard like this. A guy like that makes things... better not to get involved with Kinjo. Damn it. I just stared from my head, my heart couldn't follow. Only constant anxiety remained in my soul. I tried desperately to ignore this and decided to devote myself to investigate the 4th floor. Oh, dude, let's see the skills I can't afford because the game won't give me mono coins. Dude, that's so good. 2 extra HP. Only requires 1 slash. I want the 2 extra HP. That's so nice, dude. The 2 extra HP is so fucking nice, man. The body's been cleaned up. 4th floor is here. Let's go. It's all yellow. Ah, it's piss colored. Let's go. It's piss colored like Yuki's pants. No, kidding. Maeda, isn't this floor a little weird? Weird. I looked around for a while, and besides the classrooms, the bathrooms, the school office, seems to be the director's office, a ballroom hall, and a teacher's office. The classrooms and teachers' offices are all locked in the back. Sure, there are a few times where I knew place that was locked up until now, newly open area, but this is the first time that most of the floor has been locked up like this. So it don't make sense to look into it and investigate it together. I haven't been to the school's office yet. Clue to escape. You haven't found anything else, have you? Yuki? There's nothing on the 2nd and 3rd floors when there were so many classrooms. Even most of the classrooms are locked here. It's obvious that there isn't any hope, is there? Yuki, why are you saying that? Yuki, you heard this before. It will be difficult, but let's try harder. We might find something. Isn't that what they said? I was just saying my thoughts. Of course we have to work harder. Yuki, are you sure you feel well? Wouldn't it be better to rest in your room? Today Yuki's been so strange. Tara said that she was looking at me dreadfully. Am I weird? Rather the situation where all hope is it not strange? I like that. I'm going to continue investigating. I gotta stop reading the broken English, man. It is really hard. Oh, there's no mono coins. Oh, here she is. Here's the clown. Le clown. Just a race here. Oh, there's a mono coin. Okay. There's Ray. Headmaster's office. Mikaru, you came to investigate too. Incompetent. Talk to me for a second. Hey, you mean me? Kara's calling me for the first time. Will the sun rise from the west tomorrow? Normally she would just ignore me or tell me to leave her alone. Let's hear your opinion for a minute, then. It doesn't matter. Also, why all of a sudden you're asking for my opinion? What kind of change is this? You normally tell me to leave you alone. Fine, leave then. No, I didn't mean it like that. I was just wondering what's going on. What's the issue? Of course it was a process of elimination. I can't talk to crazy cops, and the rest are just stupid and fools. That means I don't look like a fool to you? And before you misunderstand something here, you are still an idiot. Incompetent. Yeah, if you weren't Mikaru, you wouldn't be able to say stuff like this to people's faces. Oh well, you know, I'm gonna tell you that your image has gotten a little bit better lately. Especially after yesterday's class trial, though there was no meaningful praise from the psycho cop or me. Huh? Not sure if I want to be praised. Why? Are you dissatisfied? Oh, of course I'm happy, just a little surprised is all. What kind of heinous villain do you see me as? Do you know my talent? I'm a high school professor. I mean, it's what a teacher does. I'll admit that you did a commendable job. Honestly, until this moment, I was considering her to be a heartless villain. I'll have to apologize for that in my heart. Don't be mistaken. If you compare this with scores, I only gave you a D. We only previously received Fs from my standards, that is. Yesterday you were relatively okay. Honestly, the worst thing to say is that you believed in my testimony to the end, didn't you? I just see who's going to be the world's best student in Makaru's standards. Well, what was the reason for calling me anyway? Makaru is you're seeking opinions now? Usually you use your own judgment, right? True, you know me well now. Even so, I'm asking now because there's a hypothesis that is so absurd even I can't believe it. It's the reason I want to hear someone's opinion on this matter. Makaru suddenly becomes serious. It's a hypothesis that even Makaru can't believe. What in the world is it? You see, incompetent. Once you listen to my words, you'll understand what I mean. In the class trial yesterday, the last statement that was made by Kinji Uhara, remember? The children's lives were taken as a bargain, and he was forced to murder to save them. Yes, I recall. But the children of the church ended up... Indeed, Kinji was played with Monokuma's tricks. All the children had already been turned into corpses. If you look up to this point, you may think that the children were dead from the time they threatened Kinji already. The priest said he even spoke with them himself. If that's the case, at least 2 weeks before we opened our eyes in this school, that is, when Kinji was threatened. It would make sense that the children were alive by that time, correct? Did you understand up to this point? What's wrong if you didn't understand this much? Oh, no, I did understand. It's just that you really look like a professor. So when you said, do you understand, it felt like a competent teacher. Skepticism. You know I just won't tell you. Just fuck off. Sorry, I was wrong, so please let me keep listening. I'm curious. That's why I don't like talking to you. Someone that keeps changing the subject. Like you. I hate that the most. Anyways, the kids would have been alive until about 2 weeks ago. That seems correct, because Uhara seemed to recognize them. But there's an issue here. You must have seen it, right? That video had white bones of the children's bodies. Yeah, it was horrible, so I immediately turned away, but... It's definitely strange. They're alive by the time Kinji was threatened. Humans who existed for only 2 weeks or so, they try to reveal as bones, and the bodies were already way too corrupted to even think it was recent. Huh? Considering that your stupid head doesn't understand, it takes a considerable amount of time to make a body decay, to have only bones remain. Of course, there could be exceptions, depending on the weather, climate, topography, microbial conditions, but I can affirm this. It doesn't make sense for a body to decay in 2 weeks and turn into a skeleton. So then, it's a contradiction? O'Hara wouldn't have lied about this. There's also the chance that the tape was recorded with various audio files in advance, played them according to the situation, but I can't figure out what that priest said. This is just a speculation in the end. To be more certain, even if we assume that the children died when he received the notice of admission to Hope's Peak Academy, it's impossible to be only with bones. I understand it. At least it took a long time, but it was only a few weeks ago that we came to the Hope's Peak Academy. Was it a video of another body? No, he directly recognized the children, right? What the hell happened to those kids? Yes, I thought about that as well. And then a ridiculous assumption came out. That's why I tried to get your opinion on this. What was the assumption? We may have spent a long time in this Hope's Peak Academy. I'm sorry, but I'm not sure I'm following. No, I understand where you're coming, but I really have no idea. No, it's fine. Actually, I don't understand this myself either. Eh? Actually, there is one more reason for this assumption. A few days ago, when the 3rd floor just opened, you said you found a picture in the art room. That picture. That picture was a group photo of our classmates who didn't even remember taking. We didn't even remember taking it. In that picture, we were all smiling brightly enough to make this murder school life feel like a lie. If that picture is real, we may have spent a considerable amount of time already enrolled, and we just don't remember it. No way. Aren't you thinking too much ahead just by looking at bones and corpses? That's not the only thing I have one more. The paper in the library. I don't know if you saw it, but it was written like this. Hope's Peak Academy will be shut down. You mean that one?
That's right. Isn't it weird? Just a few weeks ago, we came to the entrance ceremony. We didn't even hear that the school was going to be shut down at the entrance. The entrance ceremony placard was hung on the school gate. This too. If we can't remember the time we spent at the school, it must be because of it. No way, it can't be. Why can't we remember such an important thing in the first place? Not even one person, but all of us? There's a possibility. One. Monokuma, the mastermind, erased our memories. Wouldn't that make sense? All of us, our memories were removed by the mastermind? I know it's ridiculous. That's why I'm asking for your opinion. When you think about it like that, it seems to be connected somehow. Not sure yet, and I think it's excessive overthinking. That notice could be forged by Monokuma, and it's not impossible to create photos with technology these days. In the case of the body, it may have been manipulated to speed up the corruption. Which means, it's far-fetched to the last bit. The probability that my hypothesis is really the truth is endlessly low. Still, I feel a little reorganized after talking it with through it with someone else, even for an incompetent. It may have helped you, right? Yes, I'll take that as a compliment. Withhold this ridiculous hypothesis. Apart from that, there's one more thing I want to ask. This is the longest time I've been talking to Makaro in the entire time we've been in this school. Makako, you got that exorcist woman. How is she normally? What kind of person is she? Eh? Makako? Well, I don't think we've spoken that often or much to talk about either. She just speaks less. There are a lot of times when she's just dazed. Nothing in particular to notice, I guess.
I feel like it's too obvious. It's definitely not Makako. It's too obvious.
Assuming that there is a mastermind among us, that woman is the most likely candidate. What? Makako is the mastermind? Before that, you really think there's a mastermind among our group? I think it's very likely. That's because they mix within us and make the board move as they like. The mastermind appeared in front of us through Monokuma, right? Even if it's a doll or machine that can be controlled, Monokuma always appears, even when we're gathered. That's enough. It can be manipulated so that it can't be detected, or it can be an AI. That's not what's important, but that Makako may have some kind of relationship with the mastermind. Why would Makako? When Monokuma stopped yesterday, there's not one but two suspicious things. I don't think it's like the hypothesis I mentioned earlier. This is a firm doubt. Can't be very helpful with information. Maybe you can, incompetent. Now it's over. I've been talking for too long with you. It's making me feel all dizzy. Gave me very confusing information. Now it's done. I don't think I can sleep now because of the things you told me. Think hard, alone. Now my business is over with you. Can we do this again in 10 billion years? It's too long. The universe will start again at that point. Station on the 4th floor, Makaro. We're done. Don't talk to me. Our business is over. I'll call you again next time we have a case.
I can't tell if we're having a discussion or a one-time deal. Still, the stories Makaro told me in detail. Things I'll need to talk about later. Get locked. Oh, the ballroom is locked. Okay. Cool. Oh, all of the rooms are locked. That's really weird. Okay. What does it say? School's office. Oh, Kinjo, you're investigating here. Kinjo? What's going on? Somehow it looks like you don't seem in a good mood today. The mood is the same as you feel, doesn't it, Yuki? Yeah. Kinjo's right. Since the class trial ended yesterday, my mood has been running at its worst. No hope, such a horrible feeling. Well, there's nothing we can do. It happened yesterday. Who would be in a mood for this? I think the reasons why we're not feeling good between me and Kinjo are different. At least you didn't mind Urahara being executed into despair after being tricked by Monokuma, right? Huh. Now I'm a completely known character, am I? Kinjo? Yeah, it's just as you said. For no matter the reason, there's no room for sympathy to a killer. At the end of the day, it must be this way. Hey, Yuki, am I wrong? Huh? Since before I even came to this school, I lived with the belief that my thoughts were moving towards a future. I made many unfair and painful choices in order to protect everyone. However, was I wrong? According to Uhara, he was doing the same as me. Why are you suddenly Kinjo? I was surprised for a moment by the sudden change in Kinjo's mind. Sooner or later, the reason I could understand.
why Kinjo wasn't feeling well. Strange, Kinjo. My logic shouldn't be any different from yours at all, but you're heated up. Discard prime numbers for the majority. Isn't that what you said? I sacrificed 15 of our lives here and prioritized the lives of nearly 100 children in the church. Of course, that doesn't mean it's acceptable to commit a murder. But Kinjo, you too exposed Makaru, Tomori, and me in danger when you were saying the same thing as well. Wouldn't it be necessary to reconsider your thoughts at least once, Kinjo? I've been trying to change things, turn them around, even childish things, but in the end, 7 people have already left this world and couldn't protect anyone. Eventually, it also means I did nothing to prevent it. I became a murderer too. Kinjo, why am I talking about this to you who might become a criminal? Unexpectedly, I thought I should say something to Kinjo, who showed weakness for the first time, but my mouth didn't move. I tried to say something. What should I say? You don't have to feel responsible alone. Let's all work hard together. It's not too late anymore, so let's stop doubting each other and investigate together. The words were already organized in my head, but my mouth wouldn't obey. Everyone worked hard together. So what's the issue? There's already no hope, so how do we even work together? Such despairing thoughts ahead, wandering in front of me. With Kinjo in front of me, in the end I couldn't say anything, and I just lowered my head. Fine, let's just forget about this. I'll just solidify my own convictions like always. Yuki, you're not sure either, aren't you? Everyone doesn't know when a murder will happen. There's no exception for it. If you want to be hostile with the others like me, do it. I'll probably be hostile. I'm not sure how to treat you yet. It's better that you draw a line. I like that instead. I should have said something. What the hell is wrong with me? Yeah, Yuki definitely should have, because he would have gotten Kinjo to, like, cool it. But, you know... Oh. What is it, Yuki? Just to make sure. Did you forget what I said? No, that's secondary. What I'm going to do is investigate. Kinjo, tell me if you find anything while rummaging through the desks. Yeah, if it's investigation, I'll understand. Anyway, if we can get out of this horrible place, trust can be restored once again. So have you found anything yet? You've been staring at the wall for a while now. Something odd. Odd, like... So weird. Maybe this is... What's weird? It's just a normal school office. Actually, when the second floor was opened a few days ago, didn't you say the same thing in the library? Still in that library. What was weird about it? I'd rather tell you to look into it, but I'll let you know, because there's no reason to hide it. Look at all the papers here. As Kinjo said that, he began to search through the files and papers on the desk that a teacher seemed to be using. There were A4 size paper-sized documents and a few thick books on the desk. Look at what's in there. How to establish the theory of smartphone electrical recognition. Electromagnetic railgun operation verification patent certificate. 21 considerations on elementary particles. Introduction to advanced physics. Opinion report on humanoid AI. Problems based on magnetic field and thermal recognition system. I felt strange. Why? All the books that are here bloom of strange and suspicious things in some parts. Now do you realize what's weird? Does the school have books like these? It's like this is more like a lab than a school. That's right. I don't know if it's just one or two places in the library as well. This is a school office. All of the books are like this. The library has these too? Yuki, do you hate reading? If you've read the books in the library, you would know this. I'm amazed you can even read these books. If that's the case, when the world happened? I don't know. Why did Hope Speak Academy dispose of all the general books? Or, this is not an actual school? No, wait. This is Hope Speak Academy, which proved to be a brochure brought by Makaru on the first day, didn't it? That's true. However, there wouldn't be a question like this for no reason. There must be something else. This is what I've investigated so far. I'm going to do a little more research on the 4th floor, although the only open place is a school office. Understand, Kinjo. Is it okay to share these facts with the others? No, don't let them know. Okay, I was confused because I didn't know what to do with the info. Kinjo immediately refused at that moment. No matter how pressured Kinjo is, he wouldn't be reluctant to convey information through me. It's because some of you are being suspicious. Makako. This woman is the main suspect. Really hope you don't leak information to that woman as much as possible. Why? What did Makako do? What did she do? She did too much. Anyway, just know that. Kinjo, we're done, right? And I feel like I want to investigate for myself now. Please don't talk anymore. I have something to think about. Kinjo said that he silently began to investigate alone. Somehow after Uruhara's class trial, I feel like things have started to change. So does Kinjo, and so do I. Okay, let's save, and then we'll end this part here, and the next part we'll continue the investigation. Peace.